To those joining me live and to those that'll be joining me on archive. I'm being joined by GFunk. What's going on, GFunk?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man? I'm glad to be here. Mexican Latino Wednesday, man. Let's do it.
Mexican Latino Wednesday. That's what's up. Let me make sure we are live. Remember last week?
Yeah, we on. I'm checking right now. We good.
We're live? Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. As you come in, make sure you throw a jab. Throw a jab at that like button. Let's get the likes up. If you're listening on archive right now, press the like button and get it up. Okay. That's what we need to do. Okay. Get the count up. Check it out. Okay. What's up, Marcus Johnson? In the building. All right. Got a lot to talk about. Okay. We got a whole show lined up. All right. Like always. All right. Now I need G Funk to explain himself as to why he's wearing that cap. What is it about Sacramento Kings? What's going on over here?
Cause your boy G Funk resides in the 916, man, the capital city of Cali. So it's all about the Kings, baby. We on a come up. We got a good young team.
So
We're
so
going.
so so G Funk is all about Cali, right? When it comes to basketball, but when it comes to
Hmm.
baseball, I'm sorry, not baseball. When it comes to football, he goes all the way to Dallas, Texas.
That's right.
This dude takes the I-10, passes me here in El Paso, goes all the way to. Well, it doesn't take you to Dallas, but nonetheless, got to turn somewhere around Austin or wherever it is. Okay, but nonetheless, man, all the way to what's going on with this? What's going on? You need to explain yourself.
Well, real quickly, back when I was a youngin, I first started watching football, started paying attention to football. The Cowboys were the team, man. So I come from a family of 49er fans, all San Francisco 49er fans. So, I jumped on the bandwagon, I guess you could say, about 20 something years ago, 25, 26 years ago. And I've been on it ever since, man. So,
So you,
you
you,
know,
you didn't like Jerry Rice or what? You didn't like Steve Young, Joe Montana before him,
uh, you know,
Roger Craig? No.
what's funny is I watched all those Super Bowls too. I think I watched like the Niners win 3 when I was a kid. And then in the 90s, I watched us win 3. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I decided to go to the other side.
All right. All right. And baseball, what is it? The Dodgers? What was it again?
Oh no, San Francisco Giants.
Gotcha. Okay. But with that said, Steven Marcoli now, what's going on? Please tell me y'all checked out AEW, man. I have not checked it out. Okay. Am I in a ratings war with AEW and WWE right now? I don't know. I'll check it out, man. Don't worry
Oh
about it.
yeah. I'm recording, man. You better record that, D. It's gonna be good.
Is it on right now?
Yeah, it started right now. I think it's 7 over here, 7 Pacific.
Yeah, it's too late now. I didn't record it, but nonetheless, check it out, dude. Before I continue, by the way, yesterday fire show, okay, with Ashy Knuckles, a puncher's chance. Make sure you guys check that out on the archive. And we had a fire panel on Monday too. Okay,
Oh yeah, it
recapping all
was.
last weekend's fights. Right, hope to do it again this coming Monday for these fights. Check it out. Okay, no Paul in the house. Mira. The WBC is threatening, pretty much, to ban any professional boxer that participates in the Olympics in Tokyo. So apparently, pros are now allowed to box in the Olympics. All right, which, by the way, I'm not a big fan of that. But no, that's another story. Tommy G Funk, what are your thoughts on this policy by the WBC?
Man, I totally forgot about that whole thing. Until you told me about it earlier, I was like, man, that's right. I forgot that they were allowing the professionals to fight in the Olympics in the next games coming up. Um, I don't know, man. I really don't know what to think about this WBC ruling about putting a ban. Is it a 2-year ban? Is that what it said or something like that?
2 years. That's
Two
right.
years, yeah. So I don't know, man. Because I mean, the thing is this, man. Like to go back, we're talking about other sports. at the beginning of the show, so I'm gonna go back a little bit right now.
Sure.
Back in '92, for all my NBA fans, they had allowed the NBA players to compete in the Olympics back then, because they felt that there was an unfair advantage for the collegiate kids going over there and playing against teams that were like in Europe and so like these guys were like grown men professional players over there. So they decided to put the professional players in the games, and the dream team just smashed. I mean, they smashed everything out there. But what it also did, it didn't just bring the Olympic gold to the United States, but it also brought like global attention to the NBA, and that's why you see today so many foreign players that are actually doing really well now in the NBA. So it kind of expanded the whole NBA thing with that. I don't know if that's the goal here with this.
Mm-hmm.
Could it do that? I think absolutely it could. But I guess the WBC is they got an issue with it, man. And to be honest with you, I don't know why they do. I think that if somebody has a chance to actually, because that's a dream for a lot of guys to win an Olympic medal, especially a gold medal. So I think it's kind of cool to give some of these guys a chance to go in there and do that, represent their country and stand up on that podium while their national anthem's playing. That means a lot to some people. So, I'm kind of cool with it, but I guess the WBC isn't. I don't know. I haven't really talked much about it with anybody except for you. So I'm interested to hear what other people got to say about it.
What's up, E? What's in the house? What's going on, man? And of course, Luis Ortiz, right? Showed up. Is that him? Maybe
There
he
he is.
showed up. He said, "Yo, what's up?"
He heard it was Mexican Latino Wednesday, man. So he just decided to poke his head in.
He came from the doctor, got me some more blood pressure pills and a little extra high cholesterol. Okay, all right, interesting. Yeah, Anthony Josh trying to pass out millions for a fight free Japan to get another medal. All right, so I get that, but let me two separate discussions. One discussion is, should pros be allowed to fight in the Olympics? My short answer is I don't want that. You know what I mean? I like the fact that it's amateurs, just like the Heisman trophies to college players. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes should be able to go play to Notre Dame, whether it'll make sense or not. I just don't think that should be a thing. Okay, but and I hear you guys. Oh, professionals won't do it. This, that, and the third. All that aside, if this entity being, I forgot what it is, but let's just call it the Olympics, is allowing pro fighters to fight in the Olympics, if it's a rule that it allows them to do it, right? Who the hell is the WBC to tell a fighter that they can't do that, or else they're going to ban them for 2 years? That's not their call. It's that you know what I mean? In fact, I wouldn't even be shocked if fighters could sue for that, because they're not breaking any existing rule. They just make that rule up. All right.
Huh.
Not that I'm aware. Maybe somebody could pull up some bullshit rule, right? But there couldn't have been an existing rule because it's just opened it up for the pros. Now, we can discuss all day whether the pros should be allowed to be fighting the Olympics or not. We can, right? I don't think they should. However, if professionals are allowed, and if whether you're thinking to yourself, why would he do it for free? Doesn't matter. If Manny Pacquiao decides, you know what, fuck it, I want to fight for a gold medal, right? If he decides he wants to do that, who the hell is the WBC to tell him he can't do it? Like, that's not their call. They're not breaking any WBC rules by doing that at all. It's kind of like saying, oh, if any boxer goes to fight in the UFC, you're banned for 2 years from boxing. You can't do that. You just can't do that. I'm assuming their argument is, oh, it's ruining for the young amateurs, and a professional has no business fighting amateurs. I'm assuming that's your position, right? But it doesn't matter what their position is, all right? It's just not their call. I don't even think they can enforce it. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know what, G Funk? I'd love to see Canelo say he's gonna fight in the Olympics. I want to see what they would do.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
guarantee you anything. Hey, Suleiman, weren't you gonna ban him? What are you talking about? Ban? What? Yeah, yeah. You're gonna have Canelo fight for the Mayan belt. You're getting a sanction fee. Isn't shouldn't he be banned? Ah, no, nosotros no sabemos de qué están hablando ustedes. Fake news. Fake news. Right? Because they're a bunch of hypocrites, bro. If Mayweather tomorrow says, I'm going to fight in the Olympics, right? And then he later decides in that same year, I'm going to challenge Errol Spence. We can only dream, right? Okay, for
yeah.
the WBC title. Oh, really? Really? The WBC is going to say, no, Floyd, you're banned for 2 years. They're not going
I
to do that.
highly
Bullshit.
doubt it. Highly doubt it, man. And that's a good point because there is no like it's like boxing is not set up like other sports to where you can just ban somebody like that. Like there's not like a
But
commissioner or
they
something like
could
that.
ban them from not participating in WBC sanctioned fights. But that's it. There's 3 other organizations.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, you don't want me to fight for your belt, whatever. I'll go fight for the WBA. I'll fight for the IBF. I'll fight for the WBO. Whatever.
By the
So
way, not to cut you off, you felt, but this Luis Ortiz account needs to step its game up, bro. You gotta put a picture of Luis Ortiz. You know what I mean? Like step your game up, bro, with the flag and stuff like that. The Mike Dorado one still has you beat. I'm just saying. Okay. By the way, is this NBT? Is it NBT boxing? Okay, that's my guess, but we will see. All right, maybe it's not. I don't know. Terrence Crawford should go smash the Olympics. What's the WBC gonna do? You're banned, Terrence. Well, Terrence ain't fighting WBC champion anyway. So whatever, right? Okay,
Yeah, I would love to see, like you said, someone like a Canelo say, you know what? I want to go fight for Mexico and win
Yo
a gold
quiero
medal.
ir a pelear en las Olimpiadas por mis fans. But I still don't know why the dude says fans. In Spanish, he says he just pronounces it in Spanish, but that's not fans. And it's aficionados, way. Okay? What do you mean fans? What do you mean fans? All right? It is not that he could say, oh, it's because he grew up speaking English and he learned Spanish. What do you mean? He's from Mexico. Fans? The hell? That's a different story.
That's hilarious.
Anna Paula freezing him out anyway. What's up, Darth Vader? Okay. The NFL has rules to prevent NFL players from participating in any pro wrestling. True story. Yes, bro. You know why? Because they're paying these players a lot of money. Okay.
Exactly.
They don't want them to go play Hell in a Cell. Okay. Okay. Like jump off a cage. Okay. And be slammed through a table. Right. When they're paying to do like a $10 million a year. Right. And he's not going to make it a Sunday game, guys. Why? What? Injury. He got tombstone to hell by Kane. And he couldn't make it back. But, shout out to AJ10, by the way.
What's good, AJ10?
Dude, Paul Malignaggi will go to the Olympics and he'll lose. He will lose.
Probably. Yeah.
Paul Malignaggi style, yeah, that's true. A lot of these pros wouldn't do so good, bro. It's fencing with gloves, bro. Okay. Yo soy King Kong. We got Luis Ortiz, bro. We got Luis Ortiz in the building. All right.
Yo soy GFunk, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, Tom Brady jumps off the cage and Hell in a Cell, tears his shoulder. Can you imagine this shit?
Shane McMahon hits him with the elbow from the top of the cage,
Well, that's man. Hey, yo. Okay, well, actually. All right. Hold on. Wait for it. I want you to say it, GFunk.
Anyway, moving on.
There we go.
That's classic.
Luis Nery, he ain't going to go with Canelo's dude. He's actually going to go to your state, a wild card, right? To train with Freddy Roach. Bro, Luis Nery's going to be on the undercard of our dude over here is in the chat, Luis Ortiz against Deontay Wilder, bro, he's gonna be undercard of that fight. Okay, I hope to put him in there with a good opponent, man. Luis Nery doesn't need an easy touch, guys. Right? Give him a good fight. See, that's what a real fan does. He calls for a great fight. Okay. But what are your thoughts on him being on the undercard? Okay. Of the Wilder fight against Luis Ortiz, and him training with Freddy Roach, wild card.
I like it, man. I really do. Nothing against Canelo and Reynoso down there in wherever they train in San Diego, I think, right? Or half San Diego, half Mexico. So I don't know. But I feel like him going to a more proven guy, I like that. As far as what Canelo has done, I mean, they've done great things with him, but that's just one guy. Like I haven't really seen, unless there is somebody out there that's been training on him I didn't know. But Canelo seems to be the only guy that I've seen that's done well under that camp. And he's, hey, he's the top guy in the sport right now. But I think that someone like Nery, I think Roach would do him some good. Maybe it'll help him with his his weight issues. He's missed weight, so we know Roach. He's always training guys to throw a lot of punches and be fast in the ring. So I really do like it for Nery. I do, man. I think it's a good move, and in his next fight, we'll see if Freddy Roach can have a good impact on him, with their first training camp. Usually it takes, a fight or two, maybe three. But, I'm hoping that it's a good match for him because I think it will be good. I really do think that it'll benefit him in the long run.
My only concern is the defense. Okay. So if he's to fight a guy like Inoue, all right, you got to be defensively responsible. You fight Inoue, okay? And while Freddy Roach, he's a great offensive trainer. Like that, I cannot take that away from him. He trains guys where their offense is their defense, okay? And I don't know, man. I am a little. I got to be honest. It's not that I think Freddy Roach is a bad trainer. I'm just not sure if it fits Nery specifically. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure. We're going to see in this fight, maybe he looks great. I remember Roach was great for Miguel Cotto, so, sometimes it just meshes well. You know what I mean? So we will see, man. I think, if anything, Nery already knows how to box. You know what I mean?
Right.
That he needs a guy that's going to make him work, get him to the training camp, have him make weight, and have a game plan and have those eyes outside the ring. Roach is good for that, but I got to be honest with you, he's from your state too. But my dream match would be Robert Garcia with Luis Nery, right?
Yeah, that'd be good too.
But I can't see a lot of guys being like, yeah, Garcia's already got too many guys. You know what I mean? Like, it's way too much. But I also thought Reynoso would have been a pretty good fit.
Yeah, I think it could have worked there too. But to touch on what you were mentioning about the defense, especially going against a guy like Inoue, from my eyes, I don't know if a lot of people might not agree with me on this, but from these two eyes right here, when I watch Inoue fight, he's not the best defensive guy himself. So maybe, a little more offense, might benefit him against a guy who's very, very hittable in the monster. And I said this before, he's a monster on offense, but not on defense, man. And that's why I'm still giving Donaire a chance to pull something off against him, man, because the guy is very hittable. And we know that Donaire's got a big punch, man. So don't rule it out, man. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Look, he has an excellent chance in the first 2-3 rounds. After that, bro, it's all in a way. It's got to be honest. You know what I mean?
My only concern is that, Donaire is a guy, he just doesn't let his hands go, especially when he's in there tough with somebody. So, the thing is, he's fast. We know he's got power. and I've seen his right hand improve a lot over the last 3-4 fights.
Yeah.
So I'm not ruling it out, man. I'm really not. It's just a matter of him letting his hands go, I think. But let's just get back on there. I don't want to keep focusing on Donaire, but I think more offense could actually help him against Inoue, because he's not very good on defense from what I've seen.
Yeah, I gotta like the guys that are like, oh, but he's got to get through Inoue's brother. Like, what is this? Like the gauntlet and shit? Let me tell you something. The guy's something, okay? He's going to beat the shit out of both brothers, okay? All right? The Ramon version of Inoue and Inoue himself. He's going to take both of them out, okay? How about that? Come on,
Ramon.
Bro. Oh, but he's got a brother. He's got to see first, DStyle. Okay, fine. He'll beat the shit out of both of them. How about that? All right?
Beat the brakes off him.
But I'm excited, man. Look, this is a quality fighter. More people need to know who this guy is. I want to see, let me tell you something, GFunk. I know you remember because you've been watching boxing your whole life like me, but the heavyweights, being on top is good for all of boxing, okay? Because when you have a big heavyweight championship fight and you give the fans a really good undercard, that's where you showcase the smaller guys. You know what I mean? This is the big stage for a guy like in the U.S. anyway, for a guy like Nery. You know what I mean? This is a big stage for him. So that's why I'm hoping he put him in there with a good fighter. Let's see him in a good fight. So they haven't announced the fighter yet, but I'm glad he's on the undercard. I'm glad he's going to get showcased. I'm sure he's going to be on the main card. And just like back in the day, like when Chavez was like, remember those days? Like Chavez, like, oh, I'm gonna watch Tyson fight.
But Chavez on undercard, yeah.
Chavez is fighting. Holy shit! You know what I mean? Like,
yep. Like, don't forget, Benito Lopez used to fight on a lot of Tyson's undercards too, man.
Yeah.
So it's just like you said, man. Just like back in the day, we would watch all these smaller cats.
Benito Lopez, that was, those heavyweights gave him that platform to fight on these cards. So he didn't have to go fight in Japan. You know what I mean? Where you got to win like 9 rounds to win the damn fight by split decision. Okay. So I'm just saying, so this is a good thing. And this is why heavyweight boxing being back is a good thing, because even when the Klitschos were on top, they didn't give people good undercards over there. You know what I mean? So this is a good thing.
They were fighting on Saturdays and it was like noon, like nobody's watching fights at that time. I remember I used to make calls to people like, hey, you watching the fight? Like, what are you talking about? I didn't know there's it's like 12:30, over here Pacific time. Yeah. But you know what? It's a great point that you made, man, about showcasing the little guys. And guess what? We all hate this guy, but you know who's putting on them shows? Well,
you're using the word all a little too loosely, but
I know just about everybody.
Bro, Al Haymon is making these cards happen.
Oh no, what I'm talking about back in the day on the Tyson undercards.
Don King.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Everybody likes to say what they want to say about Don King.
Yeah, but everything. Let me tell you something, man. Okay, let me tell you something. Like Don King, all right, give us a lot of great fights, just like you said. That cannot be taken away from him. A lot of great undercards, and now granted he screwed over a lot of fighters, but so did all these other promoters,
right?
All these other promoters screwed over fighters and did all those things, but they didn't give us good fights though. You know what I mean? So
we had recently, remember when we started to get these type of undercards where you would have, I know we don't like to use the term around here on this show, right, co-main event, right? But when we would have like,
so are you saying Nery is a co-main event?
No.
Nery's a co-main event of Wilder Ortiz, everybody. What's up, Inoue? What you done?
Yeah, where you at? No, but you remember about maybe 6 years ago when they started to really stack these pay-per-view cards with like good fights underneath the main event. People were like, I don't think that's the way it should be. And even Bob Arum was coming out and saying things like, you don't make pay-per-views that way. You gotta let the main event shine and stuff like that, but I like it, man.
And then you get fans that are like, come on, man, boxing's a business, bro. It doesn't make sense. Okay, for the promoter to put the great fights in the undercard when they could put them on other events and sell tickets for that fight. And then like, do you not hear yourselves? Like, what the fuck do these people know about business anyway? What do they know? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they own a business? I bet no one that said that owns a business. Like, no, I could guarantee. There ain't one
Absolutely.
dude that has said that owns a business. Okay, consumers are part of business. Supply and what
Demand.
demand is part of business. Okay, the reason boxing has lost so much popularity because it hasn't been running business well. Okay, so now you're seeing a little bit of a resurgence because we're getting some of these fights. We're getting some of these unifications, And Luis Ortiz, hang tight, man. We're talking about your fight, bro. Okay? Luis Ortiz in the chat.
No, you're right though. And plus, I'm telling you guys, this fight that we had Saturday between Sean Porter and Earl Spence, it's doing a lot for the sport, man. I mean, I'm hearing, talk radio, sports talk radio, local here where I live, where they talked about the fight and how good it was and how this could be, what the sport needed, a good competitive fight between two champions on pay-per-view, and it lived up to the hype, man.
Let me tell you something. To add to what you're saying, okay? That Spence Porter fight, dude, okay? Like, it really did remind us how bad the sport needed this. Okay. This was like if boxing, like I don't think boxing was ever on life support, but if it was, this is that shot in the arm, bro. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it was. And maybe we woke up like a sleeping giant, because that fight, it was an amazing. I can't explain to you how good it felt to just be a boxing fan that day. You know what I mean?
It was great.
Like I wasn't getting looks at work like, hey, but man, I was so bored, bro. I invited people to my house, and then by the fifth round, everybody was just talking about. Everybody was like this,
talking amongst themselves. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fight's going on over here. Like, yeah, man, yeah. So on Monday, we're gonna turn in the paperwork for that stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's how embarrassing that is, bro.
Dude, I've had those kind of fight parties, man, where the fight's competitive for like 3 rounds, and then the clear favorite just pulls away, and people just lose interest, man. But yeah, you were right, man. This is a breath of fresh air for the hardcore fan, because for so long we've been just waiting for something like this, and I want to give a quick shout out to my boy 916 Chris. Rest in peace, brother. But that fight was like your show, The Science of Violence, man, for sure.
Now, that was not the sweet science. That was the science of violence.
Absolutely. Right. R.I.P., my brother.
R.I.P. He would have loved that fight, too.
Oh, dude, he would have been all over it.
That's right. I love that fight, man. Moving on. Okay. Actually, we got to do it. Hold on.
Have to.
Go ahead.
Anyway, moving on.
All right. So.
Can't keep a straight face after that, man.
Look, man. I'm just going to show you the picture, GFunk. And then I just want you to just tell me what you think, and we'll just take it from there. What do you think?
Hold on. The hat's got to go back.
Whoa, hold on. The hat. Everybody, watch out. Backwards cat. Okay, over the top. Over the top with this sheet. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm still looking. Where is he? Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hey, Leo! Leo Stan, where are you?
Hey,
Leo!
we're gonna come up with a new term, bro.
Let's get the hounds. Let's go a little for Leo, Santa Cruz.
We gotta come up with a new term for him, man. We're gonna call him Que Leo. Where is he, man? Oh, he finally showed his face. Finally showed his face, and sounded like I was listening to a businessman, a promoter. Not the response that I was looking for.
Politician.
Yes. I mean, just man, it really did leave a bad taste in my mouth. Made my blood boil to not see any kind of anger at all from this guy about what happened. And I mean, yeah, he did say, I want to fight him, I want to fight him, but it's not up to me. He should have said, you know what? Hey, it ain't my decision, but hey, you know what? I'm coming for you. Don't think I'm gonna let that slide. I'm coming to get you, But Santa Cruz, man, I don't know, man. I just don't know. This is and it really shouldn't surprise me because this has happened with him before, with other fighters. Like, he didn't want to fight Rigo when Rigo was there, and then he wanted to overprice himself, but yeah, really, Santa Cruz, where you at, man? Where are you? I don't know, man. Where's this guy's heart? Is what we really should be saying, Where's his heart, man? Where's that corazón? Where is it?
I don't know. Look, all right. Let me tell you something. I have no words for this guy. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words right now. But look, let me tell you something. Okay. Leo, like, you got to see Gary Russell. Like, there's no other way around it. You got to see that guy, right? You're fighting Miguel Flores, bro. Miguel Flowers? That's who you're fighting?
The flower man.
You're going to fight the flower dude? Like, for real? You're going to fight a dude that got stopped twice in 2017. That's what you're going to do right now. A guy who retired on the stool in 2017. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're telling me. Oh, I don't pick who I fight. The hell? If you walk into Al Heyman's office and you say, I want Gary Russell, you put him in the ring. Put him in the ring. I want him in the ring. Let's make it happen. The fight happens. Okay?
Right on the spot it happens.
Don't give me this bullshit. All right? Just don't give me this bullshit now, Leo. Where you at, Leo Santa Cruz? Where you at? You're going to go fight Miguel Flowers. That's who you're going to go fight.
The Flowers.
I'm trying to understand why this guy's going to fight the Flower Man. So
yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe,
to be honest with you, I hope Nery fights after this dude. This fight ain't no fight that belongs right before the main event. This is like a dark match. This should be like on the prelims, bro.
This would be on Fox Sports 1 right
This fight's
here.
a joke, bro.
Yeah.
This fight's a joke. Shout out to Best Fight the Best Boxing. You want zero smoke. Zero. You don't want nothing. All right? So, there you go, man. He's going to fight. What are your thoughts on Miguel Flowers?
Miguel Flowers.
By the way, shout out to everybody. We're not going to call him Miguel Flores. We're going to call him Miguel Flowers.
The flower man, the florist. That's who Leo Santa Cruz is fighting. When a guy goes out and takes a video with your father, puts his arm around him, grabs the gold chains, and says, "Don't duck me, son. Don't duck me." And what do? You fight Flowers, Miguel Flowers, on the undercard of a huge pay-per-view, too. Huge pay-per-view. Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm going into Heyman's office and I'm pounding my fist on that desk and I'm saying, "You give me Russell. I don't care what you got to do.
Here's
You
the
get him in the
paperwork.
ring."
I'm gonna sign a fight. Who the fuck is me get flowers? What the fuck? Like, you don't got nobody told you to sign that fight. Nobody told him to sign that fight. All right? No one. So
Yeah, he's got to just. I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, I don't.
but you know what? Hey, let me tell you something. Okay? We don't want hostages in the sport. We want warriors. Okay? So do you want it or do you not? So I hope Gary, walks up to him in the ring after the fight. I hope he gets in his face and be like, "Hey, are we gonna fight or what?"
He should get in the ring after this fight and do it again with the phone. Maybe this time we'll do it to Leo. Put his arm around Leo and say, "Don't duck me, son."
Best fight the best made a good point. Can you imagine Gary Russell Jr. against Leo Santa Cruz, like right before Wilder, Luis Ortiz?
Great, that'd be great to see, man.
And by the way, I mean, I don't want, look, Nery's my dude. I don't want him fighting no scrub. So he could fight Estrada. Okay, if he wants to move up, he wants that smoke, right? But let's make it happen, right? Enough of Leo Santa Cruz, right?
He's not barely worth 5 minutes of this show, man. Sad case, that guy.
But GFunk.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Oh,
hope Gary does that, man. That shit would be fire. Yes, get in the damn ring. Be like, "Yo, are we gonna fight or what?"
mm-hmm.
Pata says, "Salute DStyle GFunk, salute best fight the best, and Grave Digger." What's going on, man? Right? So that's what I hope, man. Okay. ¿Dónde están tus huevos? ¿Se cayeron o qué?
He ain't got it, man. He ain't got it. Like you said about Munguia, he's just maybe Santa Cruz just ain't that dude,
You can't be that dude if you don't fight the dudes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Check it out, man. I want your thoughts, G-Funk. Triple G versus the longest pointless name. We got to shorten his name up. Derevchenko.
Let me see if I could.
The Rock. Remember The Rock would be like, "Can you smell what the Rock?" That's how you say the name, man. Derevchenko. What do you think, man? What do you think of this fight?
Well, we know Triple G. All the hardcore fans, even the casual fans, we all know what Triple G is about, right? So, we don't really have to waste too much time talking about Triple G. He's getting up there in age. I think he's 37 now, 30, maybe 36, 37, something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he did get touched up a little bit by Rolls. I will say
though, like people say that, but we are in the post Bernard Hopkins era. Like, you know what I mean? Like we just saw Pacquiao fight at like what, 41 or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's not an impossible thing to do to fight, close to 40 or even at 40. But it is kind of rare to be at least at the elite level,
Big drama show. They actually called it the Big Drama Show. I have thoughts on that, but go ahead, GFunk. Sorry.
He's back. Big drama show. This Mexican style for my fans, like he says.
What's up to No Paul, by the way, 92 AKU and El Jefe. What's going on, guys? Go ahead.
What's good, fellas? Yeah, so they're hopefully, let me say it right. I don't want some of these channels to get mad at me if I don't pronounce it right, okay? Derevchenko.
You gotta say like The Rock. Right. You gotta like Derevchenko.
Oh, this guy. What's his name? The Technician, right? That's what he calls himself, the Technician or something like that.
And I wonder what his style of fighting is.
Yeah. He looks very. I
Well,
mean,
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
he looks very fundamental, very solid. Looks like a guy who's had 400 amateur fights. So there's really not much to criticize about his style. Although I agree with what you said last night about him, how you said he looks like he just got one gear. Like it looks like he's just there and he just doesn't go low. He doesn't go above. Yep, he's just coming forward, jab, jab, right hand, maybe a left hook after. Um, it just looks to me like he's still fighting in the amateurs, like he's just trying to medal in a tournament or something. And I don't know. I mean, from what I understand, he did beat Triple G in the amateurs. I guess is that what I heard the other
Yeah,
night?
he beat him in fencing with gloves. Yes.
So I mean, maybe that might give him a little confidence going into this fight. But
It can mentally. I agree.
maybe. Uh, but to me, Triple G is a guy who himself he's had a lot of amateur fights, and I think he's a silver medalist if I'm not mistaken. Um, so he's made a good transition from the amateurs to the pros. Um, I think this fight could be in spots, could be entertaining, you know, depending on how much Triple G's got in the gas tank. Because, I mean, I got to be honest, from what I've seen, he has slowed down a bit, and, we always know that power is the last thing to go in these fighters. But I think, personally, I think he's got enough left in the tank to beat Dervanyalalauchenko and get the W and get the IVF strap back. And hopefully we can see that third fight with Canelo, man. We'll see.
Look, man, best fight the best wants Triple G to get his ass whooped. You serious? You serious? You serious, man? You serious? Is he
Come
serious?
on, bro. Come on, bro.
Is he serious? Yeah, yeah. By the way, man, I'm tired of people acting like big drama shows, like so creative. Okay, the dude doesn't speak English so well. Okay, so when he tried to say, "Oh, it's a big dramatic fight," he said, "It's a big drama show." Like and then people just started acting like he just said something brilliant. You know what I mean? Well, hey, I'm just saying, bro. When he wanted to say, "I fight like a Mexican," he said, "I fight Mexican style, Mexican style." You know what I mean? I'm just saying, right? Stop acting like this dude said something brilliant from a brilliant mind. That's not what happened. Okay. Stop writing this big drama show thing. It honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This like I could sit down a bunch of third graders and be like, "Hey, I want you to name me an event for a boxing fight. Like, give the boxing event a nickname, right?" Like one of the little girls will be like, "Oh, big drama show." Okay, she would write it like in a crayon and shit. Big drama show. Why? Because in box there's drama and like drama. Like people go, "Oh, drama show." Like that's. I'm just saying. Okay. But man, what do you think, bro? Do people want to see, or do you think he's gonna chase that Canelo fight still? Is he still after it? And if not, who do you think he should fight? I'll give you my names. If he stays at 160, Andrade, Jermall Charlo, or bust. What do you think?
I agree with those two guys. That's overdue. It's over seasoned, over marinated, overcooked. That should have happened,
Yeah.
some time ago. But honestly, I do think he's going to go after that third fight. Obviously, financially, it'll be the best thing for him to do. But I also think that he himself believes that he beat Canelo twice. So
Does he,
I think it's something that he
does he
I think he
believe
I
it
think
for
he wants
real?
to get back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. I think he won both times. But so that's why I think he deserves a rematch, Just like how we all kind of want to see that rematch with Porter Spence.
Right.
Close fight, could have went either way. We can make arguments on both sides for both of those fights. So I think he earned another fight with Canelo. So We'll see, but if not, hey, Charlo, Andrade, let's get it on, man. If you move up, who? I mean, who could he fight if he moves up? I mean, I know that the PBC guys don't do business with the zone, so hey, my dad. Hey, check it out, bro. My dad says that all the time. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. He tells me that all the time.
Triple G, you forgot to put on your mouth guard, bro. What's the business tooth? Put on it, bro. Oh, look, that's a tooth Canelo punched out. Look at that shit. All right?
He might look like that if he continues to fight when he's in his 40s, like Hopkins.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny. My dad, I tell you, bro, my dad always says that to me about Triple G.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
This is unbelievable. Triple G guy. Look at this guy. Big drama show. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. He's so creative with names. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Bro, are you kidding me, dude? Right? Well, that's it. What about him moving up? I know Triple G was like, I'll fight anybody. 154 to 168.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I remember that. I for sure remember that.
Frotch, oh yeah, I'll fight Frotch. Come on, Frotch. And the Ward was like, you want a piece of me? Nah, bro.
Nah, I'm going after the money. You know what I'm saying?
No. Ward, what? Like 168, bro. You're too big. Like, what are you talking about?
Lara, remember Lara called him out too? Said, hey, let's fight.
Lara fight. Oh, so what? Like,
Lara said he moved up to 160 to fight him. He didn't even have to come down to 154. I'll move up.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've been lost credibility with the things that they say Triple G's team.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. It's pretty common in boxing these days for guys to say one thing and then do another.
Respect. This is box. This is box. This is my TV, and this is box.
Bad magazine. That's classic.
It's crazy, bro. Check it out, man. Remember the show, Mad TV? Is it still out there?
Oh yeah, I think so. Well, actually, I don't know. I haven't seen it in years. I just remember when Bret Hart was on that show, and that was pretty funny.
Check it out. Luis Ortiz. Right? Actually, before we get to Luis Ortiz, really quick, Arce, Marquez, Chico Corrales, among some other Latinos, up for the Hall of Fame. What are your thoughts? Marquez for sure, right?
Oh, definitely. Marquez should be in there. Hold on real quick. Since we mentioned Marquez, I got to show this for a few guys in the chat. Hopefully you guys can see that, but boom! Okay. Fighter of the year. We all know what that picture is from.
He ain't getting up, Jim. He ain't getting up. Okay?
He's done.
He ain't gonna get up, Jim.
Oh, man. He's not getting up, Jim. But, yeah, definitely Marquez deserves it.
You serious?
Marquez for sure. Who else did you say? Jorge Arce?
Jorge Arce.
He's the one who used to come out on the horse, right? The dancing horse sometimes. Yeah. I don't know, man. Hall of Fame for him.
Little dude too, bro. That horse is buckled one time. You know what I mean? Dude,
fight's over.
Arce, what the fuck? He's all in the rafters, bro. Horse fucking.
Fight's over, man. And Corrales, man, that's. Of course, I'm going to say yes. Hold on, let me flip the hat back around.
El Jefe wants Inoue to be the fighter of the year, bro. Like what?
Who?
Inoue?
I'm gonna say it again. Who? Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. It is what it is. But I'll say this, man. Good class. Led by Hopkins, by the way. He should definitely get in.
Oh, he's a no doubt. Yeah, no doubt about it.
The one thing I will say about boxing, it does let people that I'm like about. However, like the obvious names, that they get in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was the NFL Hall of Fame. Like, they would have found the reason not to let Hopkins in. Like, it's just insane, right? Like crazy.
Baseball too, man. Baseball is the same way.
Yeah.
But I want to mention again. That's why I had to turn the hat forward. My boy Diego Corrales from my hometown. Of course, I want to see him get in. But if I'm speaking unbiased, does his resume really live up to it? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, he was good early in his career, and then he got washed by Floyd, which broke my heart.
Right.
Had a couple of good fights against Casamayor. Of course, we all know that first
By the
fight
way,
with
he's also up for Casamayor.
Casamayor. Oh, okay. Cuba. Yeah, he was good, man. I enjoyed watching him fight. But then he had, Diego had that classic with Jose Luis Castillo. Classic fight. That one, probably one of the best fights I actually seen. We know that there's better fights, that happened before I was even watching the sport, but that one right there sticks out in my mind forever, man. And that's a tough one to beat, man. I mean, I'm sure that before I die, I'll probably see one that's just as good, if not better. But yeah, man, I would like to see him get in, but I don't know, man. I'll keep my fingers crossed for him, and we'll see, man.
Hey, you know that song must have forgot when Roy's like, and they say I fought nobody. I just make them look like nobody. You know that line?
Mm-hmm.
Triple G is like, and they say I fought nobody. And I continue to fight nobody. Right? I fight nobody, and I make them look like somebody. Like he made Steve Rose look like a pretty legit dude for a while.
Yeah,
anyway. Right?
Yeah, Rose was getting off early for sure.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, Triple G needs to trash this dude, Shenko, and then either fight Charlo, get that smoke there, or Andre. Okay, like I'm just telling you that right now. Okay, the chat is live. His Castillo fights put him in there like they did with Gotti. Yeah, like if you got Gotti in because he was exciting, like you guys opened a terrible Pandora's box, right? So
yeah.
I
mean, honestly, Gotti.
Well, I mean, maybe we could set that up one day, guys. We could probably set that up one day. Maybe next week or something like that.
Oh wow!
Mondays we have a panel, so
we got some activity.
Yeah, for sure.
We got some activity going on there, huh? Wow. Okay.
Estos boxeo. We don't got sensitive shit over here, right? And by the way, reminder: tomorrow is DStyleBoxing conversations with Reggie Owens, right? And okay, we're gonna have this segment. Okay, where's it at? It's coming back. The FAH of the week. So I don't know what it is, Ash. He'll let us know tomorrow.
I think I have a pretty good idea.
With all that said, GFunk, Luis Ortiz out of Cuba, El Cubano. By the way, I like that shirt he wore, by the way. I must break you.
Yeah.
And he got broken. I don't know. That's kind of, but this is his second shot, right? I think, how bad does Cuba need this, bro? I think Cuba needs a win like Puerto Rico needs a big win. Puerto Rico needs it more than anybody. Puerto Rico didn't even have a champion, bro. Okay? Puerto Rico, like the only reason I gave Puerto Rico a pass is because of the whole hurricane shit and all that. That's the only reason I gave you guys a pass. Okay. And no, women fighters don't count. Okay. Oh, but what about Serrano? She don't count. All right. But these style, you can't. She don't count. It's like a different sport. It's women. Okay. What talking about? What are we going to count? Like the 10-year-old boxers too, or what? Are we going to count that too? Okay. So no, the opposite sex doesn't count. Okay. You guys do not got it. You don't have a champ. All right. You don't have a champ. Okay. And you got to step up. And I'm just saying they're struggling. Okay. Like I'm just saying. right?
They need a few gold straps to live up to the Rich Port name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, El Jefe and BFTV Boxing. I don't mind. Monday is the where we have a panel, so we can make it happen. DStyleBoxing@gmail.com. You guys email me, right? You know, we always hear the talk about la escuela del boxeo cubano, okay? And I don't remember the name, by the way, of the documentary, but there was a documentary a couple years ago of like all the Cuban boxers, and man, there's a lot of talent over there, bro. Like I'm telling you right now, I interviewed Ringendow like years ago before he was like a world champion. He only had like a couple fights, okay? But he was a former gold medalist and all, and it was Rope Dope Radio. And I remember I asked him, because it was always in my head, and I said, I don't remember the question verbatim. I gotta find it, but I remember what he told me, and I asked him, Rigo, how much talent is there in Cuba that we never hear about? Because in the Olympics, like either only the number one guy goes and represents his nation. You know what I mean? Like you could be the second best fighter in the world in the amateurs, but if you're number two behind your Cuban brother, you ain't going to the Olympics. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't even get a shot at winning any medals. And I remember he told me, man, let me tell you something. When I was fighting, he said the qualifications were harder than the Olympics themselves, right? And two, the number two guy, the number three guy, the number four guy, the number five guy, all those guys, and on all these classes, some of them have a style that's even better suited for the pros than the amateurs. But you just never hear about them. They're not the ones that get the exposure, and they're not the ones that get helped out to escape. Some of them do. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of talent out there. That's why I was excited when the embargo was lifted by Obama. And I don't want to bring up politics here, but I felt this was a great opportunity for a lot of these fighters out of Cuba who all they've been doing their whole life is boxing, and they don't have anything else they can do. If they don't make the Olympic team, what else do they got? All they did was dedicate themselves to this one thing since they were children. But now they got this open platform now. Now they got this opportunity. You know what I mean? So I think it's vital to me in a way for Cuban boxers to be successful, right? It's vital for Cuban boxers to have success. And with this fight being announced, Luis Ortiz, he has a hell of a battle coming his way. Okay? He has a hell of a battle. And he has the bronze bomber, right? The guy with a gauntlet. Like Thanos. Not Thanos with a snap of his fingers. Now, it isn't quite a snap of the fingers, but like a snap in the fingers, he could end that fight with a gauntlet. So he has a hell of a fight coming. What do you think his chances are in this fight, GFunk?
Oh man, Luis Ortiz is probably my second favorite heavyweight right now out of all the guys, and I know heavyweights are, it's back and it's shining right now. But I always liked Luis Ortiz. I really am a fan of the Cuban School of Boxing, and you're right about those guys down there, man. I actually know someone that went down there to visit that school, one of the schools down there, and he was telling me that there's so much talent down there, but they just, they don't have the means to get here and do something, with it. But if anybody's seen that documentary, you'll see, like, just like D-Style said, these guys literally eat, sleep, and breathe boxing, man. That's just all they do all day long. And so I like Ortiz. I do have a little soft spot in my heart for the Cuban fighters because of, some of the things that they have to go through to get here and make a name for themselves. And I was rooting for Ortiz in that first fight. I wanted him to stop Wilder. And man, we were close. We were damn close. And much credit to Wilder for staying up and getting through that round and then coming out the next round and finishing the fight. I think that if Ortiz wants to give himself a chance in this fight, he'll try to pace himself a little more. Because I do think that was a part of what happened to him. Maybe he might have punched himself out that round before, trying to get Wilder out of there. Which you can't blame him when you're in there with a guy with that kind of power. But I do think as far as skill wise goes, I do favor Ortiz. But at the end of the day, we know Wilder's got that big right hand, man. Right. And it always seems to hurt people or knock people out when it lands. So, he's got a battle, man. He's going to have to be smart and use his skills to try to avoid that right hand and then land his own stuff, back to win the fight. So I'm going to have to, man, it kind of breaks my heart to say this, but I'm going to have to favor Wilder more in this fight. I just see it that way. I just see him winning. I don't know, maybe stoppage again. But if Ortiz changes the game plan a little bit, maybe he'll be able to go the distance and possibly lose a UD or who knows, man. But yeah, that's the way I see it, man. And I'm just happy that he's getting the rematch because he deserves it, man. Because he almost had Wilder out of there, man. He deserves a rematch for sure, and I'm glad that he's getting it, man. King Kong, there he is. So yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it. What do you think, man?
Let me tell you something. I'm with you. I favor Wilder in this fight. Okay. But there's one thing in Ortiz's head, okay, that I'm pretty sure he had after that fight was over in the locker room. If I only have that, if I just had one more shot, if I could just go back, if I could just run it back and just tweak a few things, I could have won that fight. I know that has to be running through his head, right? Now, whether he tweaks those things and things get better or worse, who knows? But there has to be something motivating this guy to want to go back in there against an individual that when he punches someone flush, okay, it literally sounds like a slugger in baseball, okay, hitting a baseball, okay, with a bat. Pow! Like it has that echoing sound, okay? It's like an echo thudding sound, like, boom! You just hear that shit, okay? That's it. This dude has scary power, right? Look, guys, this is the heavyweight division where just about everybody has power. You know what I mean? But to stand out at heavyweight with power is something, all right? But I will say, man, I give Luis Ortiz about a 30% shot in this fight, okay? Which is pretty solid. And I think he's going to bring it to Wilder. I think he's going to try and go for, I think he's going to try to box. And then at some point, he's going to try and go for that kill. And I think he's going to get caught again. Like Ashley says, he has that eraser. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does, man.
It's heavyweight. This is the heavyweight division. Anything can happen, right? He might knock out a Wilder, then we got a trilogy in our hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just never know, man, especially with heavyweights. And I think that this goes to show what those guys down there in Cuba, how they learn and how confident they are in their abilities, to get back in there. Like you said, to get back in there with a guy who knocks just about everybody out that he's been in the ring with, including Ortiz, to want to get back in there shows that he's thinking, you know what? Yeah, he caught me. Maybe I ran out of gas a little bit, but you know what? I'm confident in my skills that I could beat this guy, So I think that says a lot about, the Cubanos, man. I really like their style. Like I said, I'm hoping he does well. But man, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough.
Cuba, la escuela del boxeo cubano. Okay,
that's it.
It's he's bringing it, and he's gonna represent. Okay, this dude is carrying a nation on his back, right? A guy like that's dangerous, guys.
Mm-hmm.
A guy like that Peace be BFTB boxing. A guy like that is dangerous, right? He's bringing a danger, and and I'm telling you, this is not going to be a walk in the park, guys. It's going to be a tough fight. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and if he beats Wilder, by the way, I wouldn't be so quick to celebrate if you're a fan of all these other heavyweights, because Ortiz could beat those guys too. Okay. Like it's not like you're escaping some. You're gonna have to fight Luis Ortiz. You're gonna see him, right?
Right.
So people can make all the jokes they want about blood pressure medicine. You can make jokes about everything. None of these dudes were in a rush to fight this guy. So
Nobody was. Nobody was. And if they did, they was trying to get him on like short notice or something. Like I would have loved to see him take that Joshua fight, man. I was so disappointed, but I understand why. But I would have loved to see that because I think he knocks him smooth out. I really do, man.
well, to answer El Jefe, I mean, we had a young Cuban, but then he lost his first professional fight. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll bounce back. But what was his name again?
I know. We're gonna have to check on him, man, to see when he's fighting again.
But we will see. Man, people were going at it in the chat today.
Yeah, I seen that, man. I was trying to read and listen to it at the same time, but I just said, I'll just go back and check it out,
Yeah, AG offered him, but it was short notice, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not blaming anybody for anything, but I believe Ortiz should have taken that fight. Robese Ramirez, absolutely, that's them.
Yes.
Robese Ramirez was, to me, I mean, he had beaten Shakur Stevenson. I saw him in that World Series of Boxing thing. He looked pretty decent. Then he turns around and loses his first fight. Looking back, I thought he won that fight, but no excuses, though. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, took the L.
The record book still says he lost. While there might be Ortiz's retirement fight, man.
Right, El Jefe says Ruiz took the shot and got rewarded. Yeah. Honestly, I think the same thing would have happened if Ortiz took the fight instead of Andy Ruiz. I think he knocks him smooth out.
What's that? Daryl Sepa says, I wish White fought Ortiz. White gets whooped in my eyes. Oh, yeah. Ortiz beats White.
Definitely.
There's no doubt in my mind. Okay. Take that one to the bank. Right?
What about Parker? How do you think he does against Parker?
I would favor Ortiz.
Me too.
By the way, guys, I'm on Mondays through Thursdays, so I know people are like, well, what about Clarissa Shields? What about like chill? Tomorrow, Red Jones, we're going to talk about that, okay? But we had a fully loaded show. Had a fully loaded show with Ash yesterday. Had a fully loaded show on Monday, okay? Don't worry about it. Got you, right? But really quick, GFunk.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So tune in tomorrow to see who the feminine ass hoe of the week is. Okay. You guys tune into that.
Looking forward to that.
Ortiz just saw Ortiz right now. Ortiz. No doubt about it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, easy work.
Bring it. Okay. Bring it. La escuela del boxeo cubano. Bring it. Okay. I got to be honest, man. I like Wilder, right? I love his story and all that. And I mean, this guy is an inspiration. But so is Luis Ortiz, man.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of both guys, bro. I'm torn in this fight.
And I actually, like you said, I'm a fan of Wilder's story also. When I seen the lead up to the Stavern fight, I know they mentioned how his daughter had health problems, when she was young, and how difficult it was for him. And I can relate to that because the same for my daughter. So there's a little soft spot for me, but I'm always doubting this guy, man, because I picked him to lose that fight against Stavern, and then I picked him to lose against the Ortiz in the first fight. So I got to start accepting the reality.
The gauntlet, bro. I'm telling you, dude. That sometimes power is just real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Power is magnetic to the steel of our desires, guys. And when you see this guy punch another human being, dude, like if you're not watching it and you just hear it, like you would think somebody got hit with a damn baseball bat over the head, right? Let me
Yep.
read this quick statement here. Uh, Anthony Bolton. I think Ortiz beats most heavyweights with the exception of Wilder, and that was proven to be a very tough fight as well. To me, he is a true number 2 heavyweight in boxing. Okay. No, Paul says Ortiz versus Ruiz will be fire. Man,
Oh, yeah. I would like to see that.
that's a hell of a fight, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a fight. Inoue versus Estrada has to happen. Thoughts on that, Dista? I got Estrada. Now, if Estrada does this shit,
Mm-hmm.
like, he's getting knocked out. He's going to sleep. Okay, you can't fuck around like that. He's gonna have to be focused. Anyways, again, for those weight classes, he's got that eraser too. So he's got to be focused 100% of the time. I believe in Estrada. Okay,
Me too, man. All the way. I think he's too sharp.
Ayo.
Yeah, El Gallo, he is just too sharp. And like I said, man, that Swiss cheese defense of Inoue's is gonna get diced up by him, man. I really do. I think he blows Inoue out, man. I'm telling you right now. I really do, man.
Where he stops his old version of Ortiz. Maybe. I don't know. He didn't stop Parker. And just because he stopped, Joshua doesn't mean he's going to stop everybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe El Jefe, we ain't like Triple G fans who cash checks with no funds. Feel me? We're going at it today, bro.
I know. We're gonna set that thing up.
If they want.
Might have to.
As long as it's clean.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's clean, I'll go with it.
Yeah, no interruptions. Let one guy burn for a certain amount of time. Let another dude burn. And we'll get to the bottom of this thing.
Yeah, but
we still waiting on that smoke. About this Canelo knocking out Kovalev. We still waiting on that.
We got time. We got time for that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, we got time for that, and it's just a lot of stuff has been happening. I don't know if you guys have noticed, like the shows are going longer and all that, and so okay.
Boxing's on fire, man. I love it.
That's a show, man. Any final thoughts, GFunk?
Hey, just like I always say, man. I want to give thanks to my brother D-Style here for letting me on the show again. Appreciate it, man. And man, look at that thing. Put it right up there with the other ones, man. Yeah. Another soldier, another dead soldier out there.
Right.
But yeah, man. Like I always tell you guys, man, make sure you watch the fight this weekend. We know, it's not the most, big or the most look forward to fight, but it's a fight, man. So we gotta watch it. We gotta see what's gonna happen. You just never know. Maybe Derevyanchenko will win. Who knows?
I hope he loses. I don't want to be saying that name, bro. Like, not this dude. I don't want to be saying that name.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, make sure you guys watch it.
Am I the only one that has to Google the name to know how to spell it?
No, you are not. You are not.
Metallica poster. I got some Metallica posters, man. Check it out. Let me before I go. Check it out. Give me a moment here. Okay, just let's wait. Hold on. Let me find it. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second.
Man, that's crazy, AJ10. These guys are really, man. I know, I've seen it too, man. Some of these guys saying some crazy stuff, man, but I just don't see it, man. Sub up to your boy too, GFunky84 Boxing, right here on YouTube.
Check it out. I got this at their concert, bro. Right? Look at this. Right out of the thing.
Uh-oh.
Now this one, I'm not gonna put thumbtacks on this. Okay. So that's why. But look at this poster, bro. Look at this. This poster. It's a fire poster, right?
Damn.
That's the miner from the UTIP miners and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
February 28, 2019, man. I got those tickets year in advance, right? Waited a whole damn year to watch these guys.
Right? They just did another M&S
S&M.
concert. Yeah. Or
S&M.
S&M. Yeah, S&M. Yeah.
No, not an Eminem concert.
Yeah. Hey, that was a long time ago when that first one came out. But that
by the way, that Lady Gaga collab never happened. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Did you see it? I didn't see it.
No, I did not.
I don't know what people are talking about.
But that symphony album they did.
This is gonna go in a frame, and I'm hoping to have it like right here. Sorry, Charlie Quinn, but
oh man, taking the eye candy away, huh?
Charlie Quinn, Harley Quinn, whatever. But yeah, I kind of gonna go, bro. Come on. Right? With that said, I want to thank you guys for joining me live right now. Okay. Hey, by the way, best fight the best and El Jefe, B-Fiend. All right, that's on them. Okay. But if you guys want to debate, we could definitely, do that. With that said, GFunk for reals this time. Any final thoughts?
No, just thanks to DStyle for having me on. Thanks for all the guys in the chat, chatting it up. I know you guys had a little thing going on there, but it's all good. We'll get it settled, Make sure you subscribe to my channel, GFunky84 Boxing here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to DStyle, sub up to DStyle and watch the fights this weekend. Because again, you just never know with boxing. Something might happen, something crazy might happen, and we gotta watch it, And before you leave, throw that jab.
Make sure if you haven't yet, throw a jab. Make sure it turns blue, right? It does help support channel, okay? And give me fuel, give me fire, give me a jab to the like. That's what I desire, okay?
Nice.
Well, that's it. This is DStyleBoxing with GFunk. And what do we say, GFunk?
Keep it boxing, guys.
Keep it boxing.